To all our first year students, a warm welcome to Technical University of Mombasa, the only university at sea level. My name is Dr. Musau from the Department of Open, Distance and E-Learning, ODEL. And in this short video, I'm going to introduce you to TUM e-learning portal. Now, before I demonstrate to you how to navigate to your dashboard, let me briefly discuss what is e-learning. E-learning stands for electronic learning, and this is a form of learning that makes use of information and communication technologies, ICT in short, to enhance distance learning. So what is distance learning then? Now, distance learning is a form of learning or training that is designed to be carried out remotely to learners who are separated mostly by time and space from those who are teaching them or the training institution. So what e-learning does is that it enhances or improves the distance learning by adding the ICT technologies that support distance learning. Now, what are the benefits of e-learning? First, e-learning makes learning activities to be more flexible by removing the barrier of time. That is, students or learners can access the learning materials at different times. You don't have to be at the same time to access these learning materials, but you can always access them at your own time, hence introducing flexibility in terms of accessing the learning activities or the learning materials. And benefit number two is that e-learning enables learning activities to be distributed among many learning venues by removing the barrier of space. That means students can access this form of learning at different places. You can access it at your home, at your workplace, or wherever you are. So this is accessible remotely. Hence, it removes that barrier of coming physically to one place like a classroom and accessing this learning material. Hence, it makes learning to be distributed. Now, so in this video, I will demonstrate to you how to first access the e-learning portal. Then after that, how to log into your dashboard using your usernames and passwords, how to edit your profile, how to change your password, how to access your courses and the course materials, how to download those materials, and finally, how to log out. Now, to access the e-learning portal, there are two ways. You can start by typing the URL or the Uniform Resource Locator, that is the address, the website address, on the website address bar. And then once you type that and you click the enter key, it will automatically take you to the e-learning portal. The URL for the e-learning portal, for those who like to type directly, is elearning.tum.ac.ke. That is elearning.tum.ac.ke. I will demonstrate that. Just clicking on the address bar, I type elearning.tum.ac.ke. Then you tap the enter key on your keyboard. It automatically takes you to the Technical University of Mombasa e-learning portal. The other option is you can go to the university website, and this is found at the following URL: www.tum.ac.ke. So I'm just going to type that, www.tum.ac.ke, and then I tap the enter key. That takes you to the homepage for the website for the Technical University of Mombasa. Just before I get out of this homepage, the website has so many resources that you can access. If you just scroll down to the notice board, you realize that we have so many communications there for you, especially during this time when we are not meeting physically. So this notice board can help you access your the various communication from the university. So make it your friend every day. Try to access and see what is new, what are the communication. Now, to access the e-learning from the Technical University of Mombasa website, you click the link at the top. The very first link is called e-learning. Once you move your mouse to that link and click on it, it will automatically open the e-learning portal. So this is what will come first. This is the first page, and this page, if you try to scroll down, it has several sections, shows you the various schools and institutes that we have. But more importantly is how to get access to the portal, because at this point, for you to get access, it's a bit restricted. You must supply your username and your password. Normally the username and password, the initial username and password are provided and they have been sent to you. If you try to access the training guide that has been posted on the university website, that is a TOOM Learning Management System Student Guide. It gives you step-by-step procedure on how to use your username and password to access your learning portal or your dashboard. So I'm going to log in as a student. I've just created an account to demonstrate this. So the account is for a student called B who has admission number or registration number BSIT stroke 001J stroke 2020. So for that student, the username is normally created by removing the backslashes. So it's going to be BSIT 001J 2020, and it's supposed to be in lowercase when you are typing, so you enter in lowercase. So I'm going to type that BSIT 001J 2020. So the password, the initial password, you need to check on the student guide. It's going to give you instruction on how your initial password is supposed to be, or you receive it from your institutional emails. So I'm going to enter the password for this student. Now assume I enter the wrong password. What happens? Now if you click login, it is not going to take you to the next page. In other words, it's just going to give you a message that it's an invalid login. So it's important that you have the correct username and the correct password. Now this one can also happen if you try to log in and your account has not been created or it doesn't exist. Then you'll also get this kind of error message that you have an invalid login. Now, especially for the newly registered students, it takes a while to create their username and user account. So if you register today and just go to the website immediately to check if you can access your learning portal, you'll get this kind of message. So just follow up, and once your account is created, then you can log in. So let me log in now as with the correct details, BSIT 001J 2020, and then I enter the password. I'm now entering the correct password, and then I click login. It's going to open the student dashboard. Okay. Now another thing is while still at this window, if you've forgotten your password, as it's just opening, if you've forgotten your password, there is a link below here that says if you read it, says forgotten your username or password. So if you've forgotten any of those, you can click the password, that link. It has simple steps on how to recover your password or reset a new password. So remember that. But again, if eventually you don't get you are unable to log in or to access the portal, then you can send us an email. Send it to Odell helpdesk at toom.ac.ke. Odell helpdesk, it's one word, at toom.ac.ke. Odell is written as O-D-E-L. Then helpdesk is HELPDESK. So you write it as one word at toom.ac.ke. So if we log in now, assuming everything is okay, 2021, and I enter the password, and I click the login, it takes me to the home page of this student called the name of the student appears in the middle section, Jonas Alexander Michael. And just briefly to mention about the contents of this page, it is divided or split into two parts, and one on the left, which is in a color that is darkish. So that is where you get your menu. So in essence, we can say it has three panels or three sections. The first section, which contains the dashboard, the site home, the calendar, and so on, where you can navigate. And the middle one, which contains information, anything that you choose on the left panel or the left part, it will appear in the middle section. Then we have the section to the right, which contains a number of things. It's your timelines, any events, cards that are due, assignments that are due, they will appear there just to remind you. Private files that you might have kept, online user. At the bottom you can see we have even the calendar and upcoming events. So this is the student dashboard. So the moment you click dashboard, that's what appears in the middle. If you click site home, it takes you to the login, not to login, but to this index page that we had when you are logging in. It has several, showing you all the schools and the institutes that we have, plus their departments. And of course, I'll come to the others like my courses, which is very important. So from the dashboard, this is where you can also change your profile. Like for example, you might want to change your password or to insert your picture. So how do you do that? On the right window, the right of this window, there is a drop down arrow, the one that you can see I'm pointing. If I click on it, there's a drop down menu that appears. To change your profile, you select the second option, which is profile. So I'm going to click on it, and you can see what appears. My dashboard just brings in the user profile with the name. So it has a button here for profile, or a tab. So I'm going to change the profile, and again it shows even the courses that you enrolled, the coverage, and so on and so forth. So to change, first of all, to change your password, on this section where we have your name, there's a gear there. It's called the actions menu, and it has another drop down arrow just next to it on the right. So I'm going to click on it, and it has several options. The first one is edit profile, change password, and so on. So I'm going to change the password. To show how to change the password, you click change password, and when you click change password, it takes you to a window that allows you to change the password. So it tells you, it gives you the username. Of course, there are a number of things that you cannot change while you are editing your profile. You cannot change your names, and also you cannot change the username. Those are already not editable because the university uses the same to identify you. But however, you can change the password. So it will come with the current password already provided. You need to enter your new password in the section provided for the new password, and then you confirm it by re-entering it again in the window for new password again. Now, when you are creating a new password, there are a number of instructions that you have to follow, or rather convention when creating the password. Number one, it must have at least 8 characters. And then one of those characters, at least one, has to be a digit, like 1, 2, 3. And at least one of them also has to be in lowercase, like the characters. You can have one in lowercase, and then at least one also has to be in uppercase. At least means you can have one or more, so it has to be in uppercase, and then at one has to be at least an alphanumeric character, and you're given examples of alphanumeric characters such as @ hash, asterisk, and so on and so forth. So remember, sometimes this can be challenging for students because if you have a particular password and it does not meet that criteria, it will not be accepted. So you have to remember to adhere to that criteria. I wasn't to change the password, so I was just demonstrating. So I'll cancel to go back to the user profile. So I've already shown you how to change the password, and the other thing is how to edit your profile. You click the edit profile, and here are your details. So as I've said, there are things that you need not to change, but you can change your other details. Most important here, what you can do is like to add your picture. If you have a picture somewhere, you just click at this section for new picture. You can browse by clicking the file, and then you browse it. It will take you to the window where you can select, and once that is done, you've selected your image, and you can click upload button, and your image is going to appear. And that is, once you've done that, you click the update file, it will automatically update the changes that you've made. So that's how to make changes to your profile. So I go back to the dashboard, and the next thing I wanted to take you through is how to access your courses. Now, to do that, there are two ways. On the dashboard, you find your courses listed there from the recently accessed one, and the other courses will be listed below. But more importantly is to use the link on the left side, which is called My Courses. All the courses that you are taking will be listed there. For now, this is just for demonstration. This student has only one course, but of course you must be having courses. Now, very important for you as first year students, ensure you can see all your courses. The ones that you registered for, they should be displaying on your dashboard under the section of My Courses. So this is a toggle button. You can, once you click this button at the end, it shows. You click it, it can hide. So let's show this course. Now you can access your courses from here. Like, let me click this course. Once I click on it, it automatically opens that course. This is what you see, and whatever the lecturer has created for you. Like now you can see this is a course called Introduction to Computer Programming. The lecturer has already uploaded notes. You can see he has an introductory video. So when you click on it, it's going to
Hello everyone and
start
welcome to
playing.
this course. My name is Obadiah Msao. I'll be taking you through this course.
So you can listen to the video. We have announcement section on this course. So you can see the lecturer has put some announcement. If there are more than one announcement and they are not showing here, you just click the link for announcements. It will open the announcements. You can see there's only one announcement there, that there is a virtual class that is scheduled to be on 7th October starting at 10 a.m. and all must attend and so on. So that's how we access the announcements. Now, going back to the lecture materials again, you can see we have a section that has the course description, that is Introduction to the course. How to access these materials? You just need to click. All of them are links. You click and they open, and then you can download them and save them on your computer. Like now, I just clicked that and it has opened the introduction to programming, the communication. You can see the general introduction to the unit, and you can read through. This is provided for you for in every unit. Then it gives you the course description, the various sections that you're going to learn. Now the courses are normally divided into sessions. Learning is for 16 weeks, and every week there is something that you're supposed to learn, and also there's an activity. So they are divided into 4 lecture sessions: session 1, 2, and 3. And some of the sessions you're going to find you're going to be having virtual classes with your lecturers, so they'll communicate to you when that time comes, and you'll be having your virtual classes or web conferencing meetings. You'll also be required to sit for some continuous assessment tests, so that will be communicated to you by your lecturer. You'll also discover that some of the in every session you're supposed to have an activity, like in form of an assignment or a card. So try to attempt all those assignments and submit them back to the lecturer so that you can get a feedback from them. So the sessions are normally divided like that, and at the end of the sessions you'll find also you have other things like the reference materials and so on and so forth, which are there for you to for further reading. So you can go through it. Now these documents, once you click them, you can download them and save them on your computers for future use. So you can always download them and save them. Okay, so I go back to the course again. You can see, like here, there's a forum. This forum is called Meet and Greet. Lecturer says, briefly introduce yourself so that the other classmates can get to know you. So once you click, this is a forum. Once you click, it's supposed to open, and then you can always put your names and so on. You can take part. You're supposed to take part in this one, like by just clicking reply and you put your name. You can say, hi classmates, I'm Obadiah, Obadiah Msau, and I love programming. And then once you've written, you can submit. All the other classmates will be able to see your communication. This is similar to chat in social media. So they'll see your communication, they will reply. Even your lecturer can also reply, and so on and so forth. So you need to take part in all this. Then again, now if you scroll down, you find we have the sessions. Now the sessions that are not active, like you can see session 2, session 3, and the other sessions are not available. It means that the lecturer knows that you're supposed to be in this session that is active, session 1. So when it comes to the other week or the next session, is going to avail the materials, the learning materials for that session 2 and session 3, like that. So the essence of e-learning is that you're supposed to be accessing materials on weekly basis, and you download and learn them through the week. Do all the assignments, study and do all the assignments that you're given, any quizzes, and submit them so that you accomplish your weekly task. Then next week, materials will be applied or also uploaded for you to access. Go through them and download. Mostly the materials are uploaded on Mondays, or so you can access them. Now the biggest challenge for you as a student is that if you don't access these materials, attempt those assignments and so on, the system keeps a track of who has accessed this material, So it's very important when you log in, you access and read them. And once it keeps a track of that, the lecturer can generate an attendance list for each activity that was given, for each notes that he gave. He can generate an attendance list and see which student accessed the materials and learned and or participated in learning. And so the attendance is used normally when you're sitting for your exams, end of semester exams, and it's a requirement. You must have met that criteria that you attended class. So if you have so many absenteeism, you did not access these materials or learn, you'll be denied a chance to sit for the exam. So ensure you study, ensure you send those weekly assignments so that you don't get into trouble. So like this one is for session 1. I just want to click, so it opens as fast as that, and you can go through it, you can read. It starts with the session objectives. By the end of this session, you'll be expected, or you should be able to do this or this. It has introduction, it has illustrations, it has images that you can use, and so on. At the end of the day, it has also, once you're through, it gives you a summary, gives you an activity, an assignment, and then we have references for further reading. Now these references, you can access these reading materials from our e-library, and you'll be introduced to e-library very shortly by the librarian, the university librarian, so that you can access all these learning materials. So that's how you can access your courses, and also be able to download the learning materials. And I've also demonstrated to you how you can edit your user profile. So that's all I had for now. And to log off, you just go to the button that we had clicked earlier, the one at the right top corner, and then the last option there is log out. So once you click log out, it logs you out of your dashboard and takes you back to the introductory page. So that's all I had. Thank you for listening to me, and most welcome.